He's at Camp David. 48-yard line. That's Martin, 41. Michigan sitting. Good field position. Leading in the ball game 10-7. 4:56 to go in the first half. And John Williams rolls it across midfield and goes down at the Oakland 46.
Tom Dornbrook, another one of the people from Pittsburgh, number 63, pulling on the play. Loops around the center. Watch here the block on number 51, Gary Plummer. Creates the hole. The other guy, number 61, is Tyrone McGriff. You don't want to have him falling on you. He's been up to 300 pounds at times. At times.
Second down and 4. Oakland 46. Williams again, and got the first down.
I'll tell you, I get so much pleasure watching number 61, Tyrone McGriff. John Williams did a great job keeping his balance. Tyrone McGriff, after he makes a block in the line of scrimmage, is one of the first people downfield trying to pick up an extra block. That time, Williams on the ground. He jumped over Williams and reached over and just collared one of his guys from the secondary of the Oakland Invaders. Didn't let go quick. He said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Lewis Jackson has gone to the dressing room for treatment of that full muscle in his right leg. Hebert to throw. Goes for Carter. At the 20. First down, Panthers. He beat Kenny Daniel. Nobody is better with his great speed at flying down the field, pushing that defensive back off of him, and then coming back to the ball.
Speed is an excellent asset to have, but only when you know how to use it. Look at him push Kenny Daniels back on that big cushion. Then he stops, turns it in. Timing very good on this play. Bobby Hebert anticipating Anthony Carter stopping, turning around. He's a small receiver. He's only 162 pounds, but he is improving in leaps and bounds this year, finding out that you can catch more than 1 or 2 passes in the game.
The folks down the road in Ann Arbor are sure going to miss him. From the 20, Hebert hands it off, and Williams is going no place this time. Number 58, David Shaw, big rookie out of California, an outside linebacker for Oakland, stopped him.
Oakland had everybody coming that time on the blitz. David Shaw, number 58, getting there first. They'll mark the ball, about a 3-yard loss, where the contact was made on the hit.
I think Oakland's going to have to do more blitzing, don't you?
I think so. They've got to put pressure on Bobby Hebert. When they do blitz, however, they may find themselves in man-to-man coverage, and that's just how they destroyed the Chicago blitz.
That's right. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Whistle will stop it. So Hebert checking off.
2-minute
Did
warning.
not get the play off. A 2-minute warning. So Bobby, a little inexperience showing there. He could have had an opportunity to run a play and then take the time to talk about the next play.
Well, he looked up and saw a blitz, so he wanted to get out of it.
2 minutes to go in the first half of play. The ball is at the Oakland 23, where it is second down and 13. Number 11 is Bobby Hebert, the quarterback. That's George Dixon with his back to you. Jim Stanley, the head coach, wearing the headset. Stanley talking to the people upstairs in the Michigan coaching box, trying to come up with a series now with 2 minutes to play to increase their lead, which stands now at 10-7 over Oakland.
Very often, the team does reflect the personality of their coach. This Michigan team, very confident team, poised. They make a great play, they get excited, but for the most part, they just stay cool. And you've seen the pictures of Jim Stanley on the sideline. He treats a fumble or a bad play same way he treats a touchdown. Just a little bit of a stone face, waiting for the final result to show any kind of emotion.
John Williams, big blocking right side, takes it down to the 20. If John had been able to cut it back a little sharper, he might have gotten more yardage out of it, but he gets 3.
He's tackled by number 54, Frank Manu Maliuna. Look to the blocking, shoving, going down there. Anthony Carter on Kenny Daniel, number 29, a defensive back for the Invaders. Anthony Carter, a small man, If you take a look at Frank, doesn't have a lot of strength, with only 160-plus pounds. Tries to get good position on the defensive corner when he's blocking.
3rd down and 10 from the 20. McLean, an extra wide receiver in now. They've got 3 wides. Cedric Hartman was offside, but Cedric now is going to argue he was
drawn offside.
Drawn off.
Number 70 on the offense.
Chris Godfrey. The Oakland Invaders are moving around on defense, showing blitz. You see, Godfrey just moved a bit. That's all it takes. Spotted by the officials. They're moving around a lot on defense. They're showing blitz. Bobby Hebert is trying to audible, trying to get out of it, trying to get the right play up against the blitz. That time, Godfrey couldn't wait.
It's 3rd down and 15 after the penalty. Hebert looking down the middle, goes instead to the short man, and that's interference. Derek Martin, number 24, banged into Derek Holloway.
That he did. He just came up over the top, over his back. Made the contact just a bit too soon.
I'm not so sure that Hebert couldn't have had Carter down on the post pattern.
He could have, but he looked away from him. Let's look at Holloway. He comes off. That's number 42, Frank Duncan. He's working against. Gets a little push to the outside. He turns here, breaks the outside. Now he's open there. Bobby scrambling. Then over the top comes Martin. And here's Anthony Carter. We'll watch him break on the post pattern. Right there, he looks wide open. See, coming out of the top of the picture, number 40, Marcus Quinn, was behind him. He's waving his hand saying, I was open, I'm free.
The penalty puts the football just inside the Oakland 13, where it is a 1st down for the Michigan Panthers. 1:19 to play in the first half. Michigan leading 10-7. Hebert goes to Lacey. Kim Lacey out of the backfield is to the 5. Make it the 6.
There's a little good run by Lacey, but Anthony Carter is in a heated argument right now with number 29, Kenny Daniels. He's just a little upset. He was blocking. Daniels came over, was on top of him, had a few words. You saw Daniels coming up, pointing his finger. Obviously a move to try and intimidate the smooth receiver out of Michigan. You watch Anthony Carter. He's driving downfield, trying to get him off, trying to get open. Turns around. He's trying. Just kind of bumps into him from behind, pushes him, and I'm sure Kenny Daniels is saying it's a clip. Right there, he's on top of him, giving a few words with a hand on his throat.
Hand on his throat, huh?
You listen to a man when he's got a hand on your throat.
Hebert 7 out of 10 for 100 yards. He's hit 5 in a row now. The clock is stopped with the timeout. 1:05 to play as Michigan has the football just short of the Oakland 5. They want to get it in the end zone. United States Football League. 1:05 to play in the first half. Michigan knocking on the door. It's been a tough first half of play. Oakland hanging in there, playing some good, solid football. Anthony Carter remonstrating on the sideline with his teammates about the ruckus he's been having down there with the Oakland corners.
I know how it feels. Receivers, us small receivers, can't let those defensive backs get the upper hand.
It's 2nd down and a short 3 yards for a 1st down. Outside the 5, they go to John Williams. And he does not get back to the line of scrimmage.
John Williams, a bit of indecision. He tackled by Gary Plummer. Couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted to take the ball and turn it inside or string along to the outside. You see the defense. They get inside, plug up the middle. Plummer gets good position right there. And he waits, makes the hit. Gets a little help from Frank Maliuna. Number 25, Fred Williams.
Ball comes back to the 7. They need to get inside the 3 for the 1st down. They send Lacey up the middle, and he's close to the 1st down. first time. 18 seconds to play in the first half.
Profile of 2 winning coaches in their division. That's
Monty Bennett hurt on the play.
Monty Bennett down on the turf.
Monty's a defensive end out of Kansas State. Played a year with the New Orleans Saints. He got caught on the bottom of the pile. And he's obviously shaken up quite a bit. So time is out for him with 18 seconds to play. And I didn't see the indication of a first down. So apparently they're just short of it.
Just short?
Had to get inside. The ball is sitting right on the 3. And
discussion on the sideline with Bobby Hebert. Boston checks standing above his injured player. Whether you go for the field goal or whether you try and get the first down and call a timeout quickly.
It is up. He will leave the ball game. Michigan has 1 timeout remaining with 18 seconds on the clock. Bojovic has come on the field on 4th down and a half a yard. So he's out there with his kicking tee, and I guess they're going to go for 3.
Yep.
Instead of trying to stick it in the end zone, they decide to send the place kicker out.
Well,
but don't bet on it.
Bobby Hebert and the receiver.
Carter and Derek Holloway, the tight ends are coming out. Bojovic comes back off the field. The crowd loves it. So on 4th down and a half yard, Michigan's going for the touch, or at least the first down. With only 1 timeout remaining and 18 seconds to play, I would expect them to try for the first down. Oakland now wants a timeout.
No.
They might be able to get Monty Bennett back in there if he's been able to shake off the impact of being hurt. Oakland now with 2 timeouts remaining. And Hebert comes trotting back to the Michigan side to talk again with the coaches.
Monty Bennett took a shot to the neck. He may be back in on the next series when they come back in after the half.
Lewis Jackson had gone into the locker room with a deep thigh bruise, but he's now, I see, sitting on the bench again. So he's back, and I don't think we'll see Monty Bennett. Coming up at halftime, we'll have highlights from that incredible ball game yesterday in Philadelphia. And highlights of this, plus a most entertaining USFL report. 4th and a half a yard for Michigan. Hebert on a rollout. Pops it in the end zone for Carter. Touchdown.
Gutsy play. Oh. $60,000 fans came out to support the Michigan Panthers, and they're not going to be let down. At least if you leave it up to Bobby Hebert, the coach. Anthony Carter, a quick turnaround pattern there in the end zone, makes a catch in traffic. Bobby Hebert put a little speed on that ball. Touchdown.
Bojovic for the extra point. Good. 11 seconds to play in the first half, and Michigan now goes out to a 17-7 lead.
And everyone in this stadium expected this team just to get the first down. They come up with a pass play, taking a chance. Let's look at the defensive play. There's not a lot of room to back up into the end zone. They just played along the line of scrimmage. Everybody's following the flow of the play. Bobby Hebert gets an open seam right there, rifles it in quickly, in between Frank Mano-Maliona, number 54, number 29 for the Invaders defense. Carter, excited, spikes the football.
Pretty fair pair of hands.
Oh, not bad. He's finding everything on his high fives, too.
They're going over his playlist that he carries on his left arm. The plays are wigwagged in from the sideline by Martin.